Aleichem Abotai Shalom Aleichem. Be'ezrat Hashem, in the merit of Tzaddik Rabbi Pinto, in the merit of my grandfather Rabbi Moshe Pinto, may HaKadosh Baruch Hu Be'ezrat Hashem give him big bracha v'tzlacha, v'siyata deshmaya gedola, ma'keda'al mo'vechet kon v'zeket kon. In the merit of all the tzaddikim, may HaKadosh Baruch Hu open up the gate of Parasha, and the gate of Yeshua, and the gate of Zivug, and the gate of Mazal. And may HaKadosh Baruch Hu spill everyone shefat b'lidai, may all our prayers be heard, and may HaKadosh Baruch Hu fulfill all our wishes. Amen. Kinyan Be'ezrat Hashem. This Torah Rabotai will be Be'ezrat Hashem for the refuah shelema, for the fast recovery, for the healing of our very close friend, our very close tzaddik, Rabbi Eyal Ben Marcel Dan. That Be'ezrat Hashem Rabbi Pinto, may HaKadosh Baruch Hu give him and his entire family refuah shelema, be'ramach ivarem, shisagidem, en ofalem, l'zchut HaTzadik Rabbi Pinto, again b'adem, and may Be'ezrat Hashem we will be able to see them healthy, and very soon Be'ezrat Hashem back to normal. Amen. Kinyan Be'ezrat Hashem. Now, today we would like to speak about the Sefirah of the day and the koach that the Kadosh Baruch Hu brings down today. So we've spoken in the past about the attribute and the act of the day. Every Wednesday, we have the concept where the Sefirah of Netzach takes control, the Sefirah of Netzach sends down Shefa to the world, the Sefirah of Netzach leads the day. Now we always explain that Netzach is what? Netzach comes from the word Nitzachon, victory. And victory, Rabotai, is something that could be applied everywhere. It could be in Parasha, it could be in Refuah, it could be in Zivug, it could be with Simcha, it could be with one's happiness, whatever it is. Success is something that it is objective. Success is something that for each person it's seen as a different thing. But success is something that we all strive to bring upon ourselves. And on Wednesday, we have koach, where the Zohar Kadosh says that any person that wants to reach to success and bring a miracle upon himself, he can do so. Why? So we say today, Moshe Rabbeinu takes the lead, and Moshe Rabbeinu is the essence of success. Moshe Rabbeinu is the essence of a man coming from the bottom and reaching to the top. But in reality, Rabotai, how are we able to manifest and to bring down that bracha into our own lives? So we're saying, okay, so today is the day of success, today is the day of victory, Beseder. But how can we bring it, how can we materialize it, and in today's day-to-day? That, Rabotai, is something that is incredible, which essentially Zohar calls it Sodei Ishtalshelut. What does that mean? It's the secret of Ishtalshelut. It's like passing from one to the other. I think it's so important that we should all think about it, have it in mind, and Be'ezrat Hashem apply with it today. Yesterday in the Shiur, Rabotai, I spoke about the concept, about how a person brings down whatever it is to the world. So the Zohar Kadosh, Gemarot, Chazal, Midrashim, they all explain a concept which we say simple. Abal lita'er masein lo. A person that comes to purify himself, from Shamayim they will help him. Why is that? So Chazal teach us that when a person goes in a certain direction, Shamayim will continue to pour on him Shefa in that direction. Why is that? The Zohar Kadosh explains to us something like this. He says, when a person does a certain act, or even if he directs his head in, let's say, a path of happiness, a path of success, he goes out to achieve bracha. He has the confidence of bracha because he knows the bracha is with him. That person, essentially, brings an ashpa'ah to what? He brings an ashpa'ah to his nefesh. Which we know about, what is the nefesh? Nefesh is the spiritual peace that we have, that non-Jewish people have, that even animals have. It's a spiritual peace that we all have in common. We always say when a person passes away, his neshama doesn't leave him. His neshama is there. It's the nefesh that leaves him. When a person acts a certain way, when he puts a smile, when he goes out and he has the thought of achieving success, of making the impossible possible, he essentially brings influence of that thought to his nefesh. Zohar Kadosh says, once the nefesh has that influence, and it was influenced and it has changed from that influence, the nefesh passes that on to the ruach. What is the ruach? One level above. So we have 5 pieces. We have Chaya Yechida, highest, they're at the top that we don't even know, we don't understand exactly what they are. Neshama, right under it. Ruach, nefesh. 5 pieces are neshama. After, when the ruach receives that influence and it changes from that first original act that the person installed in his mind and started the day, what happens in that moment? The ruach passes on to the neshama. Which the neshama is very close to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, very close to our mazal. very close to a person's fate. Once the neshama is influenced and changed, the Zohar HaKadosh says what? It converts from a physical shefa, from a physical act, from a physical influence to a spiritual influence. And once it has converted to a spiritual influence, it changes the reality of our fate, it changes the reality of our mazal, or changes the reality of what will come down to us in that day. So we see, Rabotai, how much control we have. Whether it's to bring down blessing, whether it's to bring down bracha, whether it's to bring down kedusha, whether it's to bring down happiness, whether it's to bring down success. It's all a matter, Rabotai, of putting our heads in that direction, thinking positive, thinking in the direction we want to be. And once we start that path, it's like what it says, Mishamayim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will be able to manifest it by climbing up that ladder that we just explained of nefesh, ruach, neshama, conversion, changes reality, and then boom, it comes down those 4 steps back down. So we also see, Abotai, how important it is to always stay positive. Because the way we feel, the way we act, the way we think, that's how HaKadosh Baruch Hu will feel, will act, will think with us. If we think bracha, we think positivity, we think success, we will have bracha, we'll have positivity, we will have success. If chas v'shalom, we put ourselves in a direction and we influence ourselves and we influence our neshama, our nefesh, with sadness, with lack of emunah, with lack of bracha, we say, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, today is going to be a hard day. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, yesterday was so bad, I'm sad, how will I see today? If a person goes down that path, Mishamayim, they will continue with that path. That's why we have to get up. If we want to manifest this bracha, it's simple. We need to point our heads at success. We need to point our heads on netzach, on victory. And if we do so, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will manifest it for us just by turning in that direction. So may HaKadosh Baruch Hu give everyone big bracha v'tzlacha. May we succeed in this quest of bringing down victory to our lives. And may HaKadosh Baruch Hu send a complete refuah shlema to Rabbi Yal and to all Kal Yisrael that are suffering from any sickness. And even us. May HaKadosh Baruch Hu heal us from our yitzhara, heal us from our bad thoughts, our bad inclination, and bring us back to Hashem, to a place of complete redemption, spiritually and physically. Amen.